Hello everyone, welcome to Scotch Watches. Scotch, in this context, meaning frugal and thrifty. So, as the name implies, we will only be talking about watches under the $1,000 mark. Quick intro, my name is Brandon Santos, and I got into watches during my senior year at UT Austin, and today we will be going over the best luxury brands under $1,000. Let's get into it. So, if you're trying to flex and impress, then your mind is probably saying Rolex, Cartier, AP, Richard Mille, but your pockets are saying Timex or maybe a Casio, then you come to the right place. Now, obviously horology and the love for watches goes deeper than trying to stunt, but we're all human, and sometimes having that luxury piece like a Gucci belt or Supreme bucket hat, Balenciaga shoes, makes us feel better, and they cover up your lame personality. Just kidding. But hey, sometimes you just want to dance to that part of the song where they mention the Rolly, and that's cool. Whatever your reason for is, it's valid, and so are you. So, first watch we have up is the Must de Cartier. That's right, our Cartier on your wrist for as cheap as $600. Now, if you're watching this video and you say, well, Brandon, that's still way out of my budget, then no worries. I have another video coming out for those with a different budget. Just make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way you're notified as soon as that video drops. But hey, keep watching. Maybe you'll come into some period scheme money or something, and these watches will become an option later down the road. This was Cartier's entry-level product segment in 1977, and it was a huge success. This was the trendsetter's go-to piece. It can't fail. In fact, it's said to have gotten its name from a staffer saying, "A Cartier, it's a must." But hey, don't believe everything you read online. A couple other honorable mentions from the Cartier brand would be the 21 watch line. It's a more sportier watch, and it also comes in a chronograph. Along with the Santos Octagon, it's like the Santos watch, I guess in the fact that it only shares the name, but this is an Octagon. So these are all real Cartiers you can have for under $1,000. Now, the next watch is the Omega Speedmaster. The Omega brand is best known for being the first watch on the moon, and believe me, they won't let us forget it. And it's also the first brand that I gravitated towards when I first entered the hobby, for a couple of reasons. One, Ryan Gosling wears them in almost all his movies. And if you think it's weird that I like a watch just because of Ryan Gosling, wait until I tell you about Paul Newman. Second, I found some online for as low as $300. Now, side note, this would be a good time to tell you about Frankenstein watches. Watch out for them and always buy from a trusted vendor. They're beautiful watches and come in all different variations. In fact, Omega has a couple amazing watches under the 1,000 mark, like the Constellation, specifically the 1995 Manhattan version. Made famous by the My Choice campaign, it kind of has people I've never really heard of. Cindy Crawford sounds familiar, but this is also the time I was born, so, not too familiar. But beautiful watch, elegant, and has signature claws. It's a great watch. Another Omega, and my personal favorite, is the Omega Chronostop. This watch is just greaser cool. It's from the 60s, so the decade of psychedelics and contemporary futuristic design brought us this beautiful racer watch. Especially with the mesh bracelet, it's fluid and fabric-like. Now, all great watches and many variations available. The only thing is that it may lack the same brand recognition as Cartier as far as luxury goes, and that's in the public eye at least. Those who are familiar to the hobby, Omega probably better than Cartier. The next watch brand is TAG Heuer, known for their beautiful monocle line Aguativa and the Carrera. However, because today we're talking about watches under 1,000, those are definitely all out of the question. But don't stress, TAG Heuer, with their logo alone, carries enough brand recognition to rival even that of Rolex due to their sponsorships of sailing, golf, tennis, and of course, auto racing. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to the TAG Heuer Formula 1 quartz watch. Sitting at 43 millimeters and 32 millimeters, I believe. This is a beautiful watch, and it's sure to catch some attention. Along with these Formula 1 watches are the Aqua Racers. They're iconic and come more of a variety of styles and sizes. Many come with the mother of pearls dial and diamonds to really elevate that luxury of the watch. Again, this is all under $1,000. And hey, if you want something more closer to the Monaco line, then let me introduce you to the TAG Heuer Professional Tiger Woods Golf Black Rubber 36 millimeter watch. It's still square, and it carries a famous name on the watch as well. It's also very golf oriented, so if you're a huge golf fan, this is definitely the watch for you. This next brand is perhaps more widely known and more obtainable due to their price range. The Movado watches. They really do have loads to choose from, like the museum line. They have chronographs, Esperanza, Bella, ceramics, Uno, and my favorite, their bold line. I couldn't recommend this watch enough, especially if you like to wear high-end fashion brands as watches, or something even like Fossil watches. This is certainly your next step into the watch hobby. And because of their brand recognition, I guarantee a compliment with everywhere. Before I mention the last brand, here are a few honorable mentions. The Hublot MDM Classic. Now, they're pretty small at around 32 millimeters, I believe, but a Hublot is a Hublot. And they're best known for their Big Bang. The Big Bang is also known for being on the wrists of many successful athletes. Another watch worth mentioning is Breitling, more specifically the Colt models. I believe Breitling is most notably known for their aviation watches and amazing brand ambassadors like Brad Pitt from Fight Club, Adam Driver from Star Wars, Brad Pitt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Charlize Theron.
Not Charlize Theron, but Charlize Theron.
From The Devil's Advocate, and did I mention Brad Pitt? I mean, that's really all you need. So, the final watch that is sure to attract attention is the Bvlgari. Bvlgari? Oh, this is a mess. I don't know how to pronounce this, so we're just going to go with it. This watch brand is behind the Octa watch, which is one of my grails, and the Serpentine, which is one of the more creative designs that I've seen in my 3-4 years of being into this hobby. It's amazing. More specifically, I would recommend the Bvlgari Montre. But honestly, any one of the ones you find under $1,000 will definitely be worth it. Here's the one Monica from Friends wore. Although, quick side rant, Monica was a chef, and I find that chefs tend to gravitate towards the Panerai watches. Perhaps because they're incredibly legible. Who knows? I kind of just noticed it's a trend amongst chefs. But yeah, that concludes my top luxury watches under $1,000. Now, if I forgot to mention, some, or maybe you have a better top 5 luxury brands under $1,000, comment down below, and I'll make an updated video with your suggestions, and I'll credit you, of course. Watch_lover69. You'll be in my next video. So make sure you like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon, which I believe is next to the subscribe button, so that way you're notified for my next video. Oh, and follow my Insta page. I'm very active on there, so if you ever want to talk watches, feel free to slide into my DMs or leave a comment. Till next time, Scotch Watches out.